Hello traders, Rich here and welcome to Kucoin as episode 12, and today we are going to compare four exchanges for it to be a good practical correlation example. If you don't know about Kucoin, it's one of the largest crypto exchanges in the world with over 700 billion traded volume on the platform and 10 million registered users from more than 200 different countries. Kucoin has many features like margin trading, spot trading, mining pool, staking, lending, trading bot, and many more with over 700 listed coins. If you don't have an account yet, I'll make sure to attach my referral link in the description below. And if you get an account through it, you'll benefit from 20% discounts on your trading fees. So let's get started. And as usual, cheers. As you can see, we've got four exchanges: KCS for Kucoin, BNB for Binance, HT for Huobi, and FTT for FTX. First of all, you can see like a very similar chart except for Huobi for HT. And let's start by comparing the previous bull run. So how much this instrument or exchange went up during the previous bull run. So let's go for example, 18 January, you can see the same exact level for every single exchange. So if you compare this one, and let's go for the all-time high, we've got 2.7k percent, right? So 2,744. So let's write it here quick to compare it. So 27, and that's it. Okay, now let's go for Binance 18 January, which is here. Let's go for the all-time high, which is here we go. So 1.6k only, right? So you can see now how KCS is like went up in an aggressive manner more than Binance. So let's go for and write it down here. So I guess 1659, and let's go for Huobi, which I guess it's the like the lowest one, January 18. Here we go, and the all-time high is here. So 600% only, 612. Let's write it down. Perfect. And last but not least for FTT, January 18. Here we go. And the all-time high is, I guess it's here. Yeah. So 700 or like 800% if you want only also. So 18 to the all-time high. Let's do it again just to make sure. And here we go. Okay, so that's it. So 750%. Let's write it down. Here we go. Now, we can clearly see that like Kucoin went up 2.7k. Okay, let me remove this zero here. Okay, okay, this is it. Okay, so 2.7k, 1.6k, 600, and 700. So we can clearly see that Kucoin is the strongest exchange for now if you compare the bull run. Okay, how much a specific exchange has risen in this like period. Next, let's compare this bear run now, right? So if you go from the all-time high till the lowest point of this bear run, we've got 68.8 or 69%, right? Let's go for 69. And let's go for this one, BNB, the all-time high to the lowest point of this bear run, 74%. Here we go. And like now you get an idea about which exchange is the strongest one, which is holding pretty well in this bearish market. So lowest point, 88%. Let's go for it. And like now we can see that Huobi is the weakest exchange out of these four, right? And let's go for FTT, FTX. Okay, 76%. So we can see that. Here we go. So BNB and FTT went down like a very similar rate, but Huobi, of course, went up. It went up like the lowest between these, and when it went down, it went down the highest between these. So obviously, for now, what we can say that Huobi is the weakest one. Next, of course, seems like this one with the Baron are very similar. Of course, Binance wins because when it went up more than FTT. But the winner would be Kucoin because it went up more and went down less of these like remaining three. So that's it. Let's go for give me okay, I can't select them all at the same time. Anyway, let's keep them gray. Now, if you want to do a quick technical analysis, you can see that, okay, I can't really draw it. Let me try. Sorry about that. Try to make an offset for it. Here we go. We've got a channel here. We also got a channel, a steeper channel for Binance. Let's go for an offset. That's it. For Huobi, I can't really draw a trend line. I can only know that we are bearish, big impulse, small correction, big impulse, and we are currently here. So the last major high would be around this area, right? For FTT, I can draw also a similar channel. If you compare these two, here we go. Let me draw it real quick. Okay. Okay, next, let's go for our rejection zones, right? So for the lower bound of where we can find a rejection. Of course, for cases, I posted many analysis for it. We've got the 10, which is a massive round number. Here we go. So price is currently sitting around it. It was acting as support previously, resistance, support again, and price previously retested it and traded aggressively upward, and we are currently sitting around it. So we're expecting a correction from here. Unless it's broken downward, then a movement to the lower rejection would be expected, which would be around the round number 5, 6, and so on. We also got a demand zone here. So let's go for this zone 6.5. So this is it. Let's go for green for this one. Fantastic. Now for Binance, we've got a support here. It's an obvious one, multiple rejections from it. We previously had this support broken downward, just like Kucoin. We had this support broken downward, right? And for FTT as well, here we go. This support, resistance, support, and so on, broken downward. Let's stick to Binance for now. So around the 200 round number, if broken downward, then a movement till the low one would be expected. We've got the 50, which is a strong round number as well. And of course, we've got the 100, which is here. Next, if you go to Huobi, I can't really find much. We have a support and resistance here broken downward. Now, we don't have a support and resistance, we have a demand zone. So we can see that Huobi broke its support downwards and now sitting around this round number and demand zone, which is around 5. Of course, it can still trade lower, dive inside this demand zone till around like 3.5. Okay, next, we've got FTT. We also got a support here around round number 20, or you know what, let's go for 25 to cover the previous wicks. Here we go. So 2025, if broken downward, then we've got a demand zone here, which happens to be also around the round number 10. Okay, so from a long-term perspective for Kucoin to take over, we've got, as you can see, similar analysis for these three, except for HT. So we need this and then a break above it. We need this, a break above it, and so on. If you zoom into daily time frame, let me see if it can appear on daily. Okay, fantastic. For Kucoin, if you zoom into daily time frame, we've got our last minor low, minor high around here, and the last major high around here around 12. So for the boost to take over from a short-term perspective, we need to see a breakup of this, and for confirmation, I would like to see a breakup of this. Then the correction would start, and the movement till the 16, 17 expected, which is also a supply zone. For Binance, the exact same scenario. We've got a high here, price broke it upward, and for the buyers to take over from a medium-term perspective, we've got a low here, which we don't have on Kucoin, but on Kucoin we have it around this area, which is around the supply zone. For Huobi, here we go. We also got a very similar analysis. This is our last high that for the buyers to take over, we need a break above it, and same for FTT. So as you can see, these four share almost the same chart. Here we go from a short-term perspective, just like a Kucoin, and from a medium-term perspective. Anyway, we're expecting a correction movement, so I would like to see a break up of this. So long story short, our four exchanges here are sitting around the rejection area, whether it's a support or a demand zone, just like Huobi. If you check weekly time frame again, Okay, so Huobi clearly is the weakest out of these four, and Kucoin is the strongest out of these four. These are the triggers for the bullish to take over, for the correction to start. So make sure, or like bear in mind, that we are bearish. Every bullish movement is simply a correction before the next bearish movement starts. Okay, so we are in a bearish trend, waiting for the bullish to take over from a short-term perspective to start the correction, and then finally this for the bullish to take over from a long-term perspective. So for example, I would like to see KCS forming a swing high around the upper resistance, which would be like this, and then a break above both the resistance and the previous major high. Then the buyers will take over, nothing can hold it back. The exact same scenario for Binance. Here we go, and a break above it, and for FTT as well. Here's our support and resistance, waiting for this to happen, and then a break above it. So this is basically it. If you want to compare like the drawdown or like the expected return and so on, so like your ROI, Kucoin or KCS is the best one so far. This is what we're waiting for, and let me know what do you think in the comment section below, and feel free to request any idea or topic that you would like me to cover next. And I'll see you on the next one.